What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Final Order Cutoff highlights video. Today is Thursday, January 23rd of 2025. Guys, in this video, I'm taking a look at all the amazing covers, all the amazing speculation, and all the amazing new number ones that I found on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. Yesterday, I spent, 3-4 hours just scouring every single book that's on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff, trying to find all the books that I think you guys have to know about, so that way you guys can pre-order these books and save up to 35% off the cover price of all the open order books. And don't you want to save that 35%? Because we all can take that 35% and spend it on other things that we want, either in this hobby or somewhere else. Saving money is always an amazing thing. So that is this video, giving you guys the information to pre-order books to save money. Now, before we dive into all the amazing covers, because we always kick this video off with my cover lever picks, I do need to go over a few reminders about speculation before we're getting into that good stuff. But guys, there are timestamps down in the description below. Just click on cover lever picks and jump right ahead to the good stuff if you've already seen this video series before or you guys are seasoned speculators. But if you guys are new to speculation, stick around and hear these few reminders. Now, first up, it's the easiest. Do your own research. I'm going to present some information to you guys today, but I need you guys to go do your own research. I suggest checking 3 places. First up is the Discord. Guys, I have a Discord. It's linked down in the description below, and there is a whole Final Order Cutoff speculation section, and there are some amazing people in that group. Comics is one of the guys in there. We speak every single Wednesday and Thursday before I record this video, making sure that I have all the best information to present to you guys for speculation. There's also the Comic Book Frontier. It is a Facebook group or linked down in the description below. My good friend Al runs that, and he's a fantastic Final Order Cutoff speculator. And there's also coverprice.com, the third and final place. They put out an article every single weekend written by Lefteros. If you don't want to go to Cover Price, he also has an Instagram account, which is also linked down in the description below, and he posts his Final Order Cutoff stuff every single weekend. What else? What else do I got to tell you? The other thing that I got to tell you guys is that I record this video early. I record this video on Thursday. Like I said, today is Thursday, January 23rd of 2025, and DC Comics, Marvel Comics, and all the independent publishers have until tomorrow, Friday the 24th at 5 p.m. Eastern to lock in what books are going to be on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. So that means they could add or remove a book to this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. So that means that I could miss a book, or I could talk about a book and they end up actually removing that book from this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. So just another reason for you guys to do your own research. All right, guys, I think that's everything that I got to cover on today's video. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and dive into these cover lever picks. Now, before we get into these covers, I just want to remind everyone, these covers are not speculation worthy per se. If they are, I will put them again in the speculation section, but these are all the really cool covers that I saw that I personally don't want to miss out on, that I want to make sure I pre-order these already because I think the artwork is just so freaking fantastic. But let's dive into these. First up is Nightwing issue number 123 with the cover B variant done by Dan Panozin. So good. I don't love the way that Nightwing looks, but man, Batgirl looks really good. Next up is Nightwing issue number 123 with the cover E. It's a 1:25 ratio variant done by Dexter Soy. It's pretty. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it that it's just blue, black, and gray colors. Really cool. Next up, Batman Superman World's Finest issue number 36 with the cover C connecting variant done by Adrian Gutierrez. This guy's artwork is so good. I think he is one of the best up-and-coming artists at DC Comics. He was on Blue Beetle for 2 volumes, and then he's moved over to this, and I just think his artwork really is stunning. It's really stinking good. The next up is a really cool cover. This is like the 2nd or 3rd cover by this guy that I put on the channel. This is Ultimate X-Men issue number 12 with the variant cover done by Jim Mahfood. he just has a certain style that is super cool. He just had a cover come out this week. It was a 1 in 50 for Godzilla Showcase issue number 3. If you guys haven't seen that, check that out, and you might be able to find it online still if you really like it. It's a 1 in 50, really cool. But this cover for Ultimate X-Men issue number 12 is stinking awesome. I love the little elements he adds around the characters, and it's really cool. Next up, X-Men issue number 12 with the Phoenix variant done by Namit Malevia. Malevia. I'm totally butchering that. I am sorry, but this cover featuring, Jean Grey is really good. It's actually really cool. The next up, I'm kind of 50-50 on this cover, but it was cool enough for me to put it on the list. This is Wonder Woman issue number 18, the cover C variant done by David Talaski. I don't know, something about her face I don't love, but her stance, and I love that it kind of has like an 80s vibe to it. I don't know. It's still cool, but I don't love it, but I see myself coming back to it over and over again. The image that I have right now doesn't have the trade dress. I'm interested to see what this looks like with the trade dress. All right, guys, next up is Batman and Robin Year 1, issue number 5, the cover C variant done by Bruno Redondo. It's kind of like a negative space variant. Kind of really cool, and I love Bruno Redondo. Next up, The New Gods, issue number 3 with the cover D variant, which is the Birth of a New God acetate variant done by Evan Cagle. The acetate variants for this run so far, each one of the first 3 issues have been really good. First issue was great, second issue was good, and this one right here featuring Mr. Miracle is awesome. And I'm just a huge Mr. Miracle fan. After Tom King's book, so cool. Next up might be my favorite cover of the week. This is Catwoman issue number 73 with the cover C variant done by Dan Panosian. So good. This is so good. Catwoman looks sexy, and which she always should. And you got the little kitty cats going into the vault. Where are they going to help her lift all the gold out? Doesn't matter because it's so cool. Next up is a beautiful King Spawn cover. This is King Spawn issue number 42 with the cover B variant done by Thaddeus Robeck. It is just a gorgeous, what are that called, like a bust variant? It is so good. Next up are a few covers for Zatanna, issue number 1. First up is the cover B done by Chris Bachalo. How do you pronounce it? I don't know. I love this guy's artwork. I have forever. As long as I've been collecting and this guy's been doing art, I've loved his stuff. It's so good. Next up, Zatanna issue number 1, the cover C in the cover F foil variant done by Sozo Micah. It's gorgeous. And did I pre-order these? You bet your butt I did. So good. Sozo, when she hits and it hits hard, or what do the kids say? It slaps. It's so good. I love it. Next up is the Zatanna issue number 1, the cover D variant done by David Talaski, another Talaski cover, and it's really good. After that is a really interesting cover. This is the cover H, is the DC Showcase Foil Virgin variant done by Derek Chu. Now, what is interesting about this is that most open order books are like, $3.99, $4.99, maybe $5.99, and this one is $25 right out of the gate. Pretty interesting. Why is this book so expensive right out of the gate? And how many shops are going to have this book? Because it is such a high cover price, or such a high buy-in. The final Zatanna cover is really gorgeous. It is the cover J. It's a 1 in 50 ratio variant done by Jamal Campbell. And if you guys didn't know, Jamal Campbell is doing the writing and the art in this book. And this guy's art is so good. And I think what DC did right on this 1 in 50 is that it's not just a version of the cover A. No, it is completely new artwork on the 1 in 50. Marvel, stop doing the 1 in 50s and the 1 in 100s, just a version of another cover. Do that. New artwork. Continuing on, West Coast Avengers issue number 4 with the 1 in 25 ratio variant done by Marco Mastrazzo. It's good. I don't love it, but I just saw it and I was like, man, that is a pretty cool cover. And I love Spider-Woman. There was a really good multiple trades of Spider-Woman that told the story of her getting pregnant and the whole journey of her having the baby and the aftermath of the baby. Really good. If you haven't read that, definitely read that. Next up, Space Ghost issue number 10 with the cover C, which is the trade dress, the cover G, 1 in 10 virgin ratio, and the cover N, which is a 1 in 5 black and white variant done by Bjorn Barends. Just really cool looking Space Ghost. I heard the series was good. I read issue number 1 and immediately chopped it from my list because I thought it was cheesy, but supposedly it got really good after issue number 1. Why would a book all of a sudden get so much better after the first issue? You want the first issue to land and land good. It didn't. But maybe I'll go back and read that. No, we all know I won't. Next up, Rogue Savage Land, issue number 2 with the 1:25 ratio variant done by Stephen Platt. After that is the Rogue Savage Land issue number 2 with a gorgeous cover. This is the variant and the 1:100 Virgin ratio variant done by J. Scott Campbell. So good. After that, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Night Watcher issue number 6 with the cover B variant done by Juni Ba. Awesome. Juni Ba is writing this book, and I don't love it, but it is pretty interesting, and his artwork is gorgeous. And check out this cover. You've got like the Night Watcher side, and then what's underneath the Night Watcher side, which is Jenica the Turtle. So good. Next up, Women of Marvel, She-Devils issue number 1 with the variant cover done by Peach Momoko. I like how they wrote She-Devils on the trade dress. I think that's pretty cool. And this Peach Momoko is just like different. Like Wolverine's got some like really long, like, you know, whatever the helmet or face mask stuff, and the hair looks different than normal. I don't know. This is a pretty cool Peach Momoko cover. After that is another cover for Women of Marvel, She-Devils issue number 1 with the variant cover done by Rose Besh. After that is Star Wars The Rise of the Skywalker adaptation issue number 1 with the movie variant. This girl was a Daisy Ridley or whatever. Is a very beautiful woman, and this is a really great cover. I think it's really cool. And we'll talk about this cover again in the speculation section. Next up, Chilling Adventures presents The 9 Lives of Salem issue number 1 with the cover B variant done by Robert Hack. I just think this cover is really cool. This book was definitely delayed. I spoke about this book months ago when it was originally on Final Order Cutoff. It is finally back. But guys, another cool thing about this book that I did not know, it's written by Colin Bunn. Who knew? And Colin Bunn is a great horror writer, and he's doing a Sabrina book. How cool is that? I think it's pretty stinking cool. I think it's a Sabrina book, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But it's a Chilling Adventures, 9 Lives of Salem, issue number 1. Ooh, next up are some really cool covers. I missed out on the 1:25 for the issue number 1 of this book, but this is Pinup Apocalypse, issue number 2 with the cover B variant done by Alejandra. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last name, but this cover is gorgeous, and it's open order, which is even better. But just look at it. If you look at the white, it's not just white, it's like the hands of the zombies are coming in, but she's also stepping on like an arm of a zombie. She's got a baseball bat. She got some plunging, like, what is it, shirt line. Beautiful cleavage, awesome, like 40s, 50s hair. This cover is so good. Love this cover. Next up, Pinup Apocalypse issue number 2, the cover F, which is a 1:15 ratio variant done by Matthew Skiff. Really nice. I think it's really cool. I don't understand the red background. Is she supposed to be like a she-devil type character or whatnot? But I think it's the character that's on the cover B. But it is still really cool. I would like to know why she's pink and why the background is red. Interesting choice. But she's in underwear. Pretty cool. Next up, Rogue the Savage Lands issue number 1, the second print variant done by Adam Hughes. And last but not least, Rogue the Savage Land issue number 1 with the second print 1:25 ratio variant done by Carrie Andrews, which is a virgin. And we'll talk about this book again in a second. And Marvel really missed the ship. Doc and I spoke about that this morning. The 1:25 Virgin 100% should have been the Adam Hughes books. That would have made the 1:25 Virgin second print so much more like desirable, because this is like one of Adam Hughes' best covers over like the last bunch of years. It's so good. But yeah, those are all my cover letter picks that are on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. If you guys are interested to see all the covers and all the books that are on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff, there are links down in the description below. Go check them out. The best place that I found to see everything is leagueofcomicgeeks.com, and just maneuver into new comics, go up to the top, go to the little like hamburger, drop down, you can go to how you view it. You can do by weekly, by Final Order Cutoff, and by previews. So you want to pick a Final Order Cutoff. All right, guys. That's it for cover letter picks. Let's go ahead and go over the few books that have a little bit of something either in the guts or on the cover. Alright guys, all DC books with something in the guts, which is a little interesting. But first up, we got Zatanna issue number 1 with the first appearance of the Lady White, a ghostly new adversary. And after that is Challengers of the Unknown issue number 3 with the first appearance of Optimum. not Optimum Cable, a character called Optimum, a being that claims to be from the future. And last but not least, guys, we have The New Gods, issue number 3, with a possible first appearance in this book. But guys, after reading the synopsis a few times, I'm not 100% sure if there is going to be a first appearance, and I have not read issue number 2 yet. But Doc and I think there could be a first appearance in this book. But guys, do your own research. I just said do. So do your own research. But guys, let's go ahead and move on to my cover level picks that I think could do well on the secondary market. And first up is Rogue the Savage Land, issue number 2, with the 1 in 100 Virgin ratio variant done by J. Scott Campbell. This cover is stinking really good. Like, really good. The 1 in 100 is a high ratio book, so not a ton of stores are going to have a lot of these. So keep an eye on this book. Definitely, if you can pre-order it this weekend, I would definitely would. I'm almost guarantee you, that you can flip this for a profit. Next up, Zatanna, issue number 1 with the cover H, which is that DC Showcase Foil Virgin variant by Derek Chu. Now, what is interesting about this is that DC Comics normally doesn't do a high price foil book. Normally, all their foils are either $4.99 or $5.99, but this book right here is $25, like right out of the gate. So I think this book could be a little rare. It is Zatanna, which is a popular female character. She's always dressed very sexy, so I think that brings some more people to this book. And I just think the rarity of this book is gonna, drive it up a little bit. So keep an eye on this one right here. And next up is Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker adaptation, issue number 1 with the movie variant. If you're a big fan of Daisy Ridley, this cover, you could bring it to a con and have her sign it if she's at cons. I'm not sure if she does cons. I'm sure she does. It's extra money for all the actors. So this book in the future, I think, could be a great book to sell in the secondary market if she ever does a signing. Last but not least is Rogue the Savage Land, issue number 1 with the second print 1:25 ratio variant done by Carrie Andrews. A lot of the second print 1 in 25s from Marvel Comics sell well on the secondary market, so keep an eye on this one as well. All right, guys, that is everything that I found for speculation. Make sure you're doing your own research. Check coverprice.com, Left Tarots, check the Discord, talk to everyone down there. If you haven't joined, make sure you join the Discord. A great bunch of people. And last but not least, guys, we're going to cover the new number 1 that I think you guys have to be considering pre-ordering, because I think the synopsis sounds really freaking good. This was a weird final order cutoff in general. There wasn't a ton of speculation, not a ton of amazing covers, and all the new number 1s, there really weren't that many. Or I should say, of the new number 1s, there really weren't that many to pick from, but there is one that stood out to me, and that is Zatanna, issue number 1. Now, this is coming from the writer of Jamal Campbell, and he's also doing the art. Now, I do not know if Jamal has ever written a book before. I'm sure he has, otherwise why would DC Comics let him write a Zatanna book? But I love this guy's artwork. I think it's like so stinking gorgeous. He was the main artist on, I think, Superman for a while, and it was so gorgeous to look at. And every book he does, it's gorgeous to the eyes. So I'm going to read it just based on the artwork. I think it's going to be so good. But guys, just listen to the synopsis of this book. Zatanna, Zatara, the mistress of magic, is back on tour. She's got her stage crew back together and is looking forward to a new, less chaotic chapter of her life. You know that's not going to last long. However, her plans are disrupted before they even begin when her stage crew is abducted by a ghostly new adversary, the Lady White. Now Zatanna is plunged into machinations of tricks, swords, and curses that threaten to tear her apart from the inside out. I think one of the main reasons why I'm so excited about this is because after reading the Black Label book, it was so good. That book was so great that I'm just really excited for another Zatanna story. And the covers for this series are amazing. And like I said, Jamal Campbell's art is just, it's so gorgeous to look at. Just getting the first issue is 100% going to be worth the $3.99 cover price for the cover A. Now, if you pre-order it, you can save up to 35%. So that will make this book like $2.39, which is amazing. Even less than $3. But guys, I've already gone over, I think, every single variant cover I have. There are a few covers that have not been released yet. Actually, only one, the cover G, done by FOC also, which is all in foil cardstock virgin variant. So there's another virgin variant for this book that's going to be coming out, and there is a blank. But every other cover I've already shown you, and I will have shown all the covers during the reading of the synopsis. So guys, that is the number one that I think you guys have to consider picking up. I think it sounds really cool. Jamal Campbell is an amazing artist, and maybe he'll be an amazing writer as well. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Overall, such a light week for this weekend's final order cutoff, but sometimes that's really good. You don't want to be spending tons of money every single weekend. And this one, we can save a little bit of money and not just blow it all on comics, and we can blow it all on comics next week, because maybe next week's final order cutoff is huge and we're gonna have so many books that we need to purchase, or pre-order, I should say. But guys, before we get into the rest of the sign off, I just want to say, if you guys have not joined the Discord yet, make sure you guys are. It's such a great group of people, and there's so many sections in the Discord, or little chat threads. I don't know what they're called. I'm so terrible at Discord, I guess. But there's a final order cutoff section, so guys, you join us down there. But there is a book club section, so if you guys are into reading and you just want to join and be part of a group of people that love reading like you do, join the book club section. Or there's new comic book day, there's selling comic books, people like sharing ideas of how to sell comic books, and there's also, I don't know, there's so many awesome chat threads on the Discord. You'll find something for you, I promise. All right, guys. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you watched from the beginning all the way to this point right here, you guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Now, next up, I gotta ask you guys, please smash that like button. It helps the channel out so much when you guys do. And the likes have really not been going up. So let's, guys, come on, help me out. Smash that like button. Now, last but not least, guys, if you enjoyed that video and you enjoy comic book content, but you're not subscribed, I'm just gonna say, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll be back on Tuesday with the Wednesday pull list, where I go over all the best reads coming out next week on New Comic Book Day. Have yourself a great weekend. Get all the books that you want on this weekend's final order cutoff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.